Hello everyone, so what might be my last video before for some holidays, maybe not, we'll see, depends what happens. If I can do some quick stuff with a bit of kid noise in the background, I'll do it, but this might be my last big one, and there's still a bit of kid noise. I have picked up this big cup, mug, tumbler, whatever you want to call it, at B&M. I'm in the UK for £4, and I've been watching in my spare time, what's that? When I get a chance, I've been watching some customization art videos. I'm really enjoying them, and obviously you've seen me previously possibly glittering cups, and I think I might be doing more of that in the future. But right now I thought, why not do some painting? So and I've been doing loads of beach themed products, sand and seascapes, and thought, oh, I could do that, but I thought, no, let's be a bit different because everyone's probably bored of seeing that colour scheme. So I have chosen 3 of my favourite colours here, which still give kind of a summery, beachy style vibe, and obviously white. So I'm going to have a go with some of those, and I've also got some beautiful turtle vinyl stickers here. And if you know me, again, you'll know that I have a bit of a thing about turtles. If you like turtles, you can check out several of my crochet turtle patterns in my Etsy shop, Colourful Creation Joy. And I've done some turtle shoes and various bits like that. And I thought there's some in here that will tone nicely with some of the colours here. So I might be adding some of those. So that is the plan, and I will get prepped. I'm going to sand this with a fine sandpaper off camera, so you don't want to hear that, and I'll be back when I'm prepped and ready to start painting. Right, so I have prepped my cup and I've taped this top edge because I don't know if I'm going to paint that or not. So to keep a straight edge, in case I don't, I've taped that. I have no plan for what I'm doing. I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. I'm starting with this colour. I'm using a piece of cardboard as a palette, mainly because I don't want to have to wash a palette afterwards. And someone gave me this tip, and obviously you're also not restrained by the size of the kind of indentations in your palette. So I think I'm going to start with the main colours and then blend them with white and blend them together, something like that. And I've decided to start with this colour on the bottom. I don't know why, I just have. I think this is technically a watercolour brush, but it's the largest, like a nice large flat, decent quality brush. I guess I could also sponge it on. Yeah, this is my first go at doing this with paint. So I am just having a go and seeing what happens. I don't pretend to know what I'm doing. I'm painting the bottom, but now thinking that's probably a silly idea because it means I now can't stand it on its bottom, which was pretty silly, but hey ho. And I'm running out of paint. Oh, and in my head, when I thought about doing this, I thought it had a handle on the side, and I was like, oh, it'd be really easy to hold the handle and paint the cup. But of course, it hasn't. The handle is attached to the lid. But it'll be okay. I see lots of people doing this sort of thing with Posca pens, and I like Posca pens, and I might have a go at some point, but I was like, you would use so much. You'd probably like use up a whole Posca pen, because I think this is going to need more than one coat. And these Art Studio acrylic paints are like £1 each or something like that. And so if I use one up, I don't mind so much. whereas Posca pens are quite pricey. And I have had other and do use other brands. And here's the purple. There won't be as much of this one, as you can see. I don't know if I mind that or not. I might readjust the ratios slightly in the next coat, but I think I'm fairly happy that whatever the ratios are, it'll look nice in the end, she says. Now I need to mix these base colours with a bit of white so I can start blending them down to the next colour. So because I already had the purple on my brush, I've added some white to the purple. I'm just going to add that in sort of around the top here, because I kind of want it to be very, very blendy and soft and nice. And then I'm going to leave that bit of purple on my brush, and I'm going to pick up some pink. I'm going to kind of blend that round like that. Carry on all the way around. I'm going to pick up some white. Blend that round the bottom of the pink, top of the pink as it actually is, because the cup's upside down. At the moment I'm just getting the colours kind of on, and then try and blend them round gradually. I think sort of impressionism style. I like seeing the brush strokes, it sort of makes it fun and multi-dimensional. And then you need some more of the green paint. Sorry guys, I'm having issues with the storage on my phone. It stops recording when I'm not looking. So I didn't realise, because I was too busy blending the bottom sections together. I didn't realise it stopped recording. But as you can see, I've done it in exactly the same way as I did at the top. Just blending all the sections together. I think it's pretty good. I just need to leave it to dry a bit, and then when that is dry we can think about if it needs a second coat and what that's going to look like. Just want a bit more of the green down here, and I just do the bottom obviously when that's dry. So I will be back when that's all sorted. Right, this cup has now had 2 coats. Well, good 2 coats, possibly 3, because I think one coat kind of merged into another. Of acrylic. It is mostly dry. I've been using my heat gun to help it along. It still had about 2 hours drying time. As you can see, I've lightened up the colours a bit. I've added quite a bit more white because I like the kind of highlights and the variation, because realistically at the end of the day it is like abstract water, I suppose. So yes, mostly it's dry. There's just the odd bit of thicker areas that are slightly, you know, not quite 100% dry, but I think it's dry enough that I can kind of carry on with the next steps, which is adding I've got another one over here. Ooh, I haven't got tape on it. My turtle stickers, and I've chosen these ones as I thought, well, that one can go onto the pink. And then these ones can go more down here and will stand out on the turquoisey bit at the bottom. Obviously I'll spread them around the cup so that from every angle you can see a turtle. These are actually matte vinyl stickers, but I am going to add some sparkle so it won't matter that they're matte, because I do like the shine normally. And then it's really simple. I'm just going to choose where to stick them. Be brave and stick them all down. I'm just going around the edges so they won't lift, hopefully, when we do the next step, and I really love that. So let's keep going. Peeling the stickers. I should have probably done that in advance. Let's come down here. We don't want them all going in the same direction, so I might do this one about here. Like so. And then we have one left. If I can, if I don't drop it, which of course I have, in case you haven't realised. Oh, come on, you silly thing, peel off. There we go, always on the video. Now then, that one's going that way and that one's going in the opposite direction. So I might have to have this one sort of diving, doing that way maybe. Oh, I can't decide now. That one's quite low down, that one's quite high up. I'm thinking in the middle. Oh, I'm just going for it because there's no right or wrong. You should just crease that one a bit. But I don't think, there you go, I've smoothed it out. But you're not going to notice when, again, it's because it's on the bend of the cup, but it's fine. You will not notice when we move on. So now I want to add some glitter to this, and I am going to use my matte Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. This is not being used as sealer. I'll be adding a much more significant sealer later on. This is just for the glitter effect that I want. So I've got a sponge, and it will just fit in the pot there. And I'm just going to dab it on because it doesn't matter to me if it's thicker or thinner in different places. It's just to give a kind of a fun glittery effect. I'm going right over the turtles, and I'm going to go right up to the top edge of the cup, and then I can seal right up to the top edge of the cup as well. But it will just make it glittery, look like water, and be a bit fun. Well, I think you will anyway. All over there. Oh, I can't turn it round. I've got glue on the hands. Around the rim. She says I've not actually got the entire rim. Right, there we go. As you can see, nothing too difficult. I mean, I got very carried away with the paint because you just kind of get into the, oh, I want this bit there and then a bit more there, and then it's very easy to spend a long time layering your paint up. And I might as well just do the bottom as well, although I will need something to, I will have to put my finger on it to take it off my hand. And just go right around the bottom. That will help to seal that edge of the paint where it joins the metal bit at the top of the cup. But yeah, I'm not trying to overthink it, but when that is dry, let me just get rid of those bubbles a bit. It will give a lovely, sparkly, watery like effect. So I'll be back when that's dry. So I'm back and the glitter is dry. I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully you can see the lovely sparkle on there. And what I just was thinking about adding now was some dots to kind of denote bubbles or, you know, a bit of extra movement around the turtles. So I've decided I've got my silver and my white Posca pens, and I'm just going to do, I can get the lid off, there we are, some like random dotty bits that can kind of go wherever the feeling takes you. If you can see that, yeah, there we go. We'll do some silver on that same area. I'm not sure that's very visible, but never mind. Carry on with the white. I think that's probably good. Just gives a bit of another dimension. Obviously you could add glitter and all sorts onto a cup like this. Because I've done a lot of glitter stuff, I thought we won't do proper glitter. Obviously there's a bit of glitter in the Mod Podge. We'll just give that a few minutes to dry, and I can go on to adding the varnish. So I have some varnish in my palette, and I just like to use a brush with it. And I'm going to just brush that over. It will need 2 coats, but it doesn't take long to dry. I would normally recoat it within about half an hour. And this is a great weather resistant varnish. It's really, really sturdy, seals in all my glitters really well. A bit more. So obviously these sorts of cups, I'm sure everybody's guessed, you can't put them in the dishwasher, but you can hand wash them. Obviously I wouldn't recommend scrubbing the outside of the cup where it's decorated, but hopefully you wouldn't need to. You'd only be scrubbing the inside. But it should be, I'm going to get on my arm, but never mind, I can wash them off. Just trying to make sure I'm getting right to the edge here. Although turning it is a bit tricky. And once I've done the sides, I will stand it on its end and do the base. And then, like I said, once that's dry, I'll come back, do a second coat. There's just a little bit of lifting there, which I think will stay down. If I can get a bit of the varnish, there we go, underneath. Keep an eye on that. So I will do a second coat and be back to show you when it's all finished. Here is the finished cup. And for those of you who are very observant, you may have noticed that this cup is very, very shiny. And that is because after I'd done the varnish, I decided that actually I wanted this to be super shiny, and I added a coat of resin. In fact, 2 coats. And the first coat had some white mica powder in it to add a bit of kind of iridescence onto the glitter as well. and I just love that effect and how it's come out. So yes, it's been, oh, I've got a bit of resin that I scraped off the rim stuck on the bottom. But now this is really hard, really durable. This is not going anywhere. But again, obviously only hand wash. If you would like to see me show you how I add the resin to the cup, leave me a comment, let me know. There are lots of YouTube videos, but I'm happy to do it if people want. I'm just conscious these videos, sorry, have taken a long time, and so I need to just finish this project and move on. But this is going to be my summer cold cup, I think, because it has a straw, flip straw, to take around with me when I'm out and about, and I just love it. So yeah, let me know any questions, any comments, and I'll be back with something soon. Bye.